Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk a little bit about what the differences are between being a nurse in Sweden and working as a nurse in Norway. I've been a nurse for 19 years, so I have some experience, and I worked in Norway before. I work at a nursing home right now in beautiful Hamarøy. We need more nurses, so please apply. You're very welcome to join our team. I have amazing colleagues here. And we work very well together. The difference between Norway and Sweden is quite big. In Sweden, you do mostly nursing stuff when you're on call, and if you work the night shift, you run around like crazy, and there are lots of things to do. Here in Hamarøy, you're actually on call, and tonight I'm on call. It's just past midnight, and I've been up to the nursing home with an errand concerning a patient. I like being on call. It feels very good to be able to do something for my colleagues if they need something, and most of all for the patients. And I often work the evening shift first, and then I'm on call the entire night, and then I work the day shift after. That's usually how it goes. And I really like it. Because if it's a calm night, you actually get a chance to sleep in between, and if you're really lucky, you can sleep an entire night. But I think it's a good way to be able to see the whole patient and everything that goes on in the patient's lives. In Sweden, when you work as a nurse and you work the night shift, you run around like crazy. There are lots of things to do all the time. It's much calmer here. And the big difference between being a nurse in Norway and being the nurse in Sweden is that many wards in Sweden, especially at the hospitals, you just do a job that concerns your specialty. You give medications, you have rounds, you work with a group of patients, approximately 4, 5, 6 patients that you're responsible for. But you don't get much time to get to know the patient. And here, the big difference is that you, as a nurse, you participate in everything concerning the patient, even the patient care. And you get to spend time with the patient's family, and you meet their friends. And since you are joining in the care of the patient, you are also able to make your own assessments concerning wounds or other things that might be an issue. And I think it's very good because you get to see the whole patient. You get to know them as people and as persons, as well as your patient. But you also do the things that are your specialty, with the medications, with rounds, with everything. And here in Hamarøy, because it's so far from everything, we even have a unit with dialysis. And we also have the possibility of emergency care for patients that need that. The hospital has rented a bed so they can, with very short notice, send a patient to us if they need to. But we also have palliative care. But palliative care is very different from Sweden and Norway. I have worked about 12 years as a cancer nurse. I took a pause in that when I had cancer myself, because it became too hard to work with cancer patients and be a cancer patient at the same time. So I actually haven't worked at a cancer ward or at a palliative care unit for about 3 years, since I've had cancer for 3 years myself. But here we have a different view in Norway. They don't have any hospices here, not the same way as we do in Sweden. I worked a short period at hospice, and I hope that we can implement some of the very good teachings and ideologies that we have in Sweden, that we can apply them here. It's coming. We're going through some new courses and developing some new methods here as well. And I think it's very interesting. It's a very rewarding job, and the colleagues here are amazing. I have really, really good colleagues, and most of them are very well educated. And I think that it shows mostly with the patients and their family, because they are so pleased with the care that is given here. So I'm very happy with the chance of working here as a nurse, so I really recommend that. I sometimes miss working at a huge hospital with all the emergency care that goes on. But when something happens here, it's very far to a doctor, and we have the helicopter landing often actually just outside our house. So we can watch all the excitement going on and all the emergency care going on just outside our window. But it's more challenging here since it's so far to a doctor, and we don't have a doctor working except for at the doctor's office some days a week. The rest of the time as a nurse, you have to make the critical decisions yourself. And you can call, there is an on-call doctor that you can call and talk to, but most of the care and the decisions and the evaluations you have to do on your own. And it's very, very challenging, and you develop new skills. So I really recommend working in Norway, mostly because it's so rewarding and it's lots of fun. So I'm gonna head home now and see if I can get some sleep in between, if there is anything more going on tonight. So I'm actually filming this sitting in my car, and it's the polar night season, so most of my videos now will be filmed in darkness. We have very little light, just a few hours. But the prognosis is that we'll have snow on Wednesday, and I so look forward to that. I love snow, and I love winter. And I'm going to take you guys along as I learn how to skate and how to ski, and a lot of things that I've never learned how to do since I grew up in Africa. And we don't use skis or skates there that much. So I hope you guys had a good day. I'm not tired at all actually today. I was really tired in the morning, but I slept 2 hours in the afternoon to be prepared in case something happened at work tonight. So thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.